breakdown. And in tonight's big story breakdown, we're walking you through the legislature's proposed budget deal.
While there are some pieces that we do know about, as Rick Moranin with our sister station explains, there are still questions about funding for some key issues.
A budget announcement made so untraditionally early it could end legislative session early and avoid the last-minute, late-night, end-of-May fights we've gotten used to over the years.
I'm so proud that we're finishing my 8 years. This is my last budget, and we're putting Oklahoma in a great place.
The governor and House and Senate Republican leaders announced a budget deal for the next state budget that will begin in July.
This is the earliest budget announcement that people can recall. And so why I mention that is because we are transparently, as the Republican leadership of the state, putting out our budget of what we propose for the state of Oklahoma and doing it in an early fashion, not where it's crammed down everyone's throat at the very last minute at the end of the legislative session.
The $12.7 billion budget is nearly flat at just over 1% in increased state spending, mainly just to account for inflation. And it keeps the state on a path to 0% income tax in the future.
Every time we cut taxes in Oklahoma, we hear the doom and gloom stories about how this is going to wreck our state budget. We've cut taxes over and over again, and our state revenues continue to grow. We do not have a revenue problem in Oklahoma. We have an expense problem.
Republican leaders say the rainy day fund is still full. Education reforms, including a $2,000 across-the-board raise for teachers and setting up a sovereign wealth fund, are just some of the things they agreed to. Governor Kevin Stitt has been pushing for a sovereign wealth fund as one of his biggest priorities in his final year before he is term limited. The state will take around $200 million and invest it into an account, and state services in the future will be paid off with accrued and compounded interest as the investments grow. More money is expected to be invested in the future until the fund's base investment reaches $1 billion.
As a result, within the next decade, this account will start delivering earnings to support state's general revenue, and it's going to lock up savings today as we're protecting future core services.
I asked around for more details on what is in the budget agreement and was told pay increases and longevity pay increases for other state employees, $25 million more for the parental choice tax credit so more families can use it, specialty construction projects for state agencies and universities, Olympics preparation, and a few other select expenses. But for the most part, a lot of the agencies will have flat budgets.
Seeing a budget a month earlier means nothing if there's not an actual process where it can be updated and changed to reflect the will of the people.
Democrats say flat budgets and years of tax cuts leave state agencies that carry out critical services with not enough money to serve the needs of everyone who depends on them and their programs.
I think the big question to me is this budget actually solving real problems? Because what we heard was a lot about setting aside funds, a lot about cutting back services and programs, without much about the well-being of Oklahomans and what could happen to improve their lives.
And that was Rick Moranin reporting. Democrats are also accusing the Republican majority and Governor Stitt of continuing to cut taxes for the rich at the expense of services poorer Oklahomans depend on just to get by.
One of the big areas this budget aims to spend money in is education. The legislature proposing to give $4.2 billion to the State Department of Ed. Right now, the budget transparency portal shows $5 million would go towards literacy coaches, $60 million would go towards reading and math packages, $85 million going towards teacher pay raises. One change we're now seeing is Republican senators no longer proposing redirecting funding from the teacher retirement system to help pay for those education initiatives.
That money is being left alone, and so it is not part of anything that we're doing as far as the income sources. We do plan on making sure that at some point that money comes back into the state coffers, but that's not going to be this year.
While the legislature also looking to allocate the most money it ever has to the State Department of Education, House Minority Leader Cindy Munson told us she doesn't feel it's enough, saying the programs our education system has to have need funding now. Tonight, we're also taking a look at how the budget will impact SNAP benefits for Oklahomans.
Fox 25's Grant Palmer joins us live here in the studio. So, Grant, what is changing for SNAP under this proposal?
Adam and Wendy, the Oklahoma Department of Human Services is expected to receive $25.5 million for SNAP funding to help cover rising costs for the program.
A lot of great improvements, and ultimately, it's a really good budget.
It's also giving the Oklahoma Department of Human Services exactly what it asked for. The budget allocates $25.5 million for SNAP. The reason for that request due to the big beautiful bill forcing states to pay 75% of administrative costs, which goes into effect October 1st. The funding will support the department's efforts to ensure compliance with federal standards as the state faces over $250 million in potential penalties if it fails to bring its SNAP error rate below 6%.
Oklahoma taxpayers are staring down the barrel of spending money we do not have, which could result in consequences we do not want.
The state's current error rate stands at 10.9%. Speaking at the budget Wednesday, Senate Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton pointing out just how many Oklahomans use SNAP.
Oklahoma has 17% of our population are on SNAP benefits. The national average is 11. States that have a lower per capita income than Oklahoma has are down around 11%. And we're at 17. We're in the top 4 in the nation of the states that give out SNAP benefits. Why?
Paxton also questioning spending on SNAP as Oklahoma leads the nation in SNAP fraud.
I need directors not just come tell me they need money to pay for it. Tell me the why is that we have to pay for it. Why is that number so high? But that's tough answers that we have to do here and tough decisions we have to make. But there is a limited amount of resources that we have in this state.
Now, I reached out to Oklahoma DHS for their reaction to the $25.5 million being allocated and asked what changes are being made to SNAP other than candy and sweets being restricted, but I'm still waiting for a response. I'll update you once I get answers. Reporting in studio, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Grant. And that was your big story breakdown. You can stay up to date on the voting process for that proposed budget on OKCFox.com.
You can find all of our previous big story breakdowns on our YouTube page. Scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.